Alright, champ. This is a build around submission for Omnath Lotus of Creation here in Explorer. There are a lot of different ways you could build this archetype, and I looked through a lot of different deck lists and stats on Untapped, and let's just say all of the existing deck lists around this card in the format before this don't have particularly good stats behind them. Now, that being said, this list might also end up having not particularly good stats, but let's find out and dive in. So this is an elemental focused build of this card. We've got Risen Reef as an elemental payoff. We've got some Omnath here as an Omnath Locust of Roil as an elemental payoff, and then both Leafkin and Tangled Florahedron are elementals that ramp us up. We've also got Zendikar's Roil here at the top end of our curve, which is super cute with Risen Reef in particular. So this makes an elemental every time you have a land come into play. And then Risen Reef says every time an elemental comes into play, you could potentially get another land. So Reef plus Roil plus a land drop all together is kind of a potential put a bunch of lands into play and get a bunch of things. This card might not be particularly playable, but it looks sweet with this, so I want to give it a try there. So let's go ahead and pop on into some matches with this and see how it feels inside of Explorer today. Oh, I accidentally took a fry out of the board. I have to research it up because of sideboard interface. Someday they will give us a functional sideboard interface again, chat. Someday. In a far-off land, we will have a functional sideboard interface yet again. I actually don't think our curve looks that bad, Marty, because you have to take into consideration that the visual on our curve is that we have 4 2-mana accelerants, right? So in a way, the 4 drops are 3 drops. Yeah, we can't play Kaheera if we play Lotus Cobra. And in reality, Lotus Cobra is just another 2-mana accelerant, so we've got 8 of those already. This is fine. This deck should be better than the Citadel deck. LOL, yeah, probably. Whoa, chat! They took Zendikar's Roil. They're scared, chat. Their dojo contains fear. Destroying this turn. Yeah, the Unite patch is really good. Exclamation point patch in chat will get you my thoughts on the Unite patch. Hey, thanks for the Prime, JR. Pass back here. I think my plan is to abrade the 2/2 before it can attack.
You and I are gonna take them out. Yup, you're going down.
I'm yelling timber. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Well, they're almost out of cards. Do I just give them the treasure token to take no damage this turn? I think that's the play. I think I just let this happen, and I let them attack, and I'm going to block their 2/2, and I breed the 3/2. I want to keep my life total high so we don't accidentally get burned out if we can avoid it. going on, Hutch? We are playing some landfall today.
This'll be easy.
So if I decline, I haven't played a land for the turn. So now I get to do this, which then makes it elemental and triggers this. And now I can escape the wilds. And put this land into play. Oh, they get to copy Blood Tithe Harvester, though. That's fine, though, right? So now I get to go... Risen Reef. Then we play Omnath. Come on. At least that deals with the at least that deals with Croxa. Okay. Okay. Mom, get the camera! Get the camera, Mom! I'm doing it! Okay. Alright, that was great. I don't know if it was good, but it was definitely great. Exactly like we drew it up, chat. Exactly like we drew it up. I think I actually want Yasharn in this matchup just for drawing some basics out of our deck. I don't know if I leave Soul Guide Lantern in here. It's like fine against Croxa, but like not great otherwise, right? A Flame Blessed Bolt. Would I rather have a Chandra? I could have a Flame Blessed Bolt on the draw. Let's do that actually, I think. Alright. Oh, it does stop Treasures in Blood, doesn't it? Maybe I do want all three of these shards. I don't know. It's so many 4-drops on the draw. On the play, I'm gonna bring the Yasharn in. What's going on, Ewok? Plays. I think I'm just playing Risen Reef out. If it hits a land, we get to accelerate into Escape to the Wilds, which would be nice. Probably dead, yeah, but... Well, I mean, if you're gonna twist my arm... I think I would rather wait on Escape the Wilds for next turn, because Escape the Wilds next turn gives me an avenue to play a second land dropout, because the 4 damage to their dome isn't really relevant here. So I think I'm just gonna Abrade the Bone Crusher Giant and then draw Kaheera here. I could also just play Tangled Florahedron. It's a little less resource efficient, though. I kind of like playing Tangled Florahedron, actually. Hey, elevator going up.
I'm Chandra. The immolation said, is it just me? Or is it getting a little warm in here?
In my defense, they drew the Thoughtseize that turn. Otherwise, they would have done it the previous turn. So, like, I really don't think it was worth playing around Thoughtseize there. This is a Tangled Florahedron on 2 game. I'll see what they do. They might play something we need to kill. Huh? Does it feel like a shock? I think I'm gonna take it slow. I think this feels like a shock and I'm gonna take it slow. And it could be a Phoenix deck, which is one of the reasons why main deck Soul Guide Lantern is good in this format. What's going on, Valari? Thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Okay, nice. though. Oh, they don't have a 4th land. That's real unfortunate for them. I use a PS5 controller, Hutch. I also use a PS5 controller when I play on the Nintendo Switch. There's a Bluetooth adapter that you can get to do it.
When people start screaming, I know I'm on track.
Any target, right?
Ugh, don't you hate that?
All right, with Chandra, I'm gonna go ahead and cycle this because I don't think they're a Phoenix deck. Maybe famous last words. Definitely Cheeto fingers to kill Chandra here.
Whatever. Figure it out on your own.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and put a counter on Omnath here just in case they're a Strangle deck. What's going on, Beansy? Thanks for the 34 months. Welcome back. Okay, definitely not Phoenix.
Let's start at a sizzle and see.
Goldspan Dragon, they could have...
Hope it's not too
They could definitely race this emblem here. It feels like they might have another Dragonfire too. They like end step Dragonfire, untap, spike, land, Goldspan kills Chandra. Oh, we're Dragonfiring my Leafkin. Weird. That feels strange. They have 3rd Dragonfire? No? Okay. I think I want to just emblem them a bunch.
Oh, looks like someone's getting a little sweaty. All right, let's do this thing.
So I think with double Chandra emblem, we just trade our Planeswalker for their Goldspan here.
To know it's utterly is the best way to destroy things.
I want to thin the basic out of my deck before I start triggering Risen Reef. Oh, I actually shouldn't have put that into play because there's actually no basics left in our deck.
I knew you needed my help.
Should have. Well, I guess I would have had to discard it if I put it into hand, so it doesn't really matter. I need to KO the Kiki here. Then honestly, I'd probably just KO the Magda as well, and then we can attack Chandra for one, right?
This was a waste of my time.
What does the stream title say right now? An aggressive attack, considering how much they're losing this race by. Play Magic, do you think I could read? That's a good point. We have much in terms of sideboard for this. I guess Chandra's probably fine for killing their dragons. Fry doesn't really kill anything that they have. I guess Flame Blast Bolt kills Magda and it kills their Kiki thing. Could be okay. Oh, Yasharn does tap treasures. That's true. They didn't have that many blue spells. Like their cards that I seem to really care about are like red cards, so. We're gonna play the hero that Explorer needs after this deck. We're gonna play some red-white hero. My hand was a little sketch, chat. Maybe I should have mulliganed the do nothing until turn 4 on the draw. Probably the case. They're like Chandra us this turn and we're gonna die. Yeah, definitely should have mulliganed. Almost did, decided not to. Regrets, chat. I have regrets. Many, many regrets. Noted. Do I want a copy of Fry? Probably not. Probably not, honestly. Yeah, solid curve for sure. Well, that's a reason for Dispute if I've ever seen one. I'd encourage you to read Div Visit if you think it's a reason to play Dispute. Niv Visit actually predates Fire Design for what it's worth. Was the last set or the set before Fire Design started? Land. Sick. Sick. Alright, One of your finest Fabled Passages, please, deck. This Twitch stream is pre-recorded in front of a live studio audience. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. Can't keep getting away with it, chat. Give him the old Cheeto fingers. Hey, thanks, JRC. Yeah, the broadcast went really well this weekend. I hit my cumulative variance button for you. God bless. Appreciate it. We ain't shy. We'll take all your cumulative variance. Oh, I guess if I escape, the second land from Omnath would let me... If I escape, I could have also Chandra. Yeah.
Let's do this. Time to die.
Am I killing Reflection or am I killing Chandra? I think I'm killing Reflection. I guess she gives them another look at Goldspan, though. It's close.
We're done here. A burning desire to finish you.
Naturally, they had the Goldspan in hand already, but it's bad, man.
I can always do better next time.
Okay. Are they dead? A spell to cast? Okay. I mean, Orphanguard gives my entire board 1/1 next turn, shit. Yeah, I think they're dead. Yeah, they're dead to the Chandra emblem we already have, but then we also get to play this and make another one.
I'm Chandra. The immolation sent. Hope it's not
The
too-
immolation sensation. Alright. Sure. Let's do it and do it and do it and do it again. Orphanguard having a real text box and not just being a vanilla 3/2 for 6 is kind of great. I like having a real text box on my card. With five lands total, this Tangled Florahedron is definitely a spell. Well, is it? I guess if they're stomping this, they're not stomping my Risen Reef, glass half full. There's also a chance, though, that if I just, like, pass, they stomp my face because they just want to spend their mana this turn. Our Alchemy spoiler is super playable again, by the way, chat. They must know Glandia is full of whales because they keep giving me mythics. It's a shame we didn't hit a land there. Being able to go Omnath into Fabled Passage next turn would have been a big deal. I think you could argue that my last spoiler wasn't playable by virtue of the fact that Alchemy's not playable currently. Oof. Oof. You know what seems really good against aggro, chat? Gaining a bunch of life. Play Yasharn here, so that way we can have more blockers for next turn. Yeah, putting a bunch of 2/2s into play also sounds great. Agree with that. So I'm explicitly trying to save escape for after when I Zendikar's Roil, chat. For people wondering why I haven't done that yet. I want as many land drops as possible after I put this card into play. We're setting up for a big turn. Alright, so with Leafkin Druid, I'm gonna go ahead and play the untapped land for my hand this turn. And then we'll play the Leafkin out. What's going on the right, boob? Thanks for the prank. There's a ton of great people you can send it to every month on Twitch. Thanks for sending it this way this month. Man, when they Ember Cleave you and it just doesn't matter, huh, chat? Go big, go or go home. Is this a healer of the Glade matchup? I don't know that it is. I think I'd rather just have Yasharn as another 4/4. Thanks, Seth. Yeah, we had a great day yesterday. We had it was like 75 to 80 degrees here all day. We took the kids to the park. We took some family pictures, went for a walk around the neighborhood, just really chilled day at home. And around. And we have a bubble machine that the kids love. So we had a good time in the backyard too with the good weather. Like this picture is great. They're adorable. If this isn't a healer of the Glade matchup, is it even worth the slots? Well, it's for mono red. There's a mono red deck in the format, Gully. To be fair, it's quite easy to have more hair than me. Yeah, chat, Haley was born after COVID started, and she'll be 2 this month. Next month? Next month. Technically not June yet. Alright, so they have Bone Crusher Giant. Alright, so they're a bigger Gruul deck. Definitely don't want Healer of the Glade against a bigger Gruul deck. Big oof. We have to chump block to live here, right? So probably dead, I imagine. We're on to F3. We're a wee bit slow on the draw there. regret bottoming the Abrade here, but I think I want to keep the 2 proactive cards in the play. I guess it's a little unfortunate here that I drew my basic planes, as Yasharn only has a forest to go fetch now. Hoots. I can't say that I miss running the Hoots tournaments. They're so much work, and they actually didn't make me any money. Like, everything we took in as sponsor money, we paid back out hiring staff. It's just super hard to justify. And that's on top of it also taking Christy, devoting her entire day to help run the tournament. Interesting competitive Magic just ain't what it used to be. Those tournaments used to pull in really big metrics first year on Twitch, and then like the last calendar year they just like fell off completely. It used to be that we'd hit like 2,000 viewers on them easy, but like the last 3 or 4 that we did, we struggled to break 1,000. So it's very comparable to just doing a normal stream. And at that point, it's just like, well, if they're gonna have the same viewer metrics as doing a normal stream, I might as well just do a normal stream instead. It's actually not a bad draw. We'll fill in with the Yasharn here for a nice 5-mana play. It's obviously because of alchemy. We actually did, I have to double check, but I believe we did a couple different formats for the last couple, right? I know we did a historic one at the very least. Now you're gonna make me go back and check. One of them was alchemy. Yeah, we had alchemy, historic, and standard all in the last 5 opens, and all of them had pretty poor metrics. Yeah, we did 3 of the last 5 were alchemy, but the historic and the standard ones also were poorly viewed. You're correct. 3 of the last 5 were alchemy, but we also did standard in the other one. Oof.
You want to play with fire, huh? Stop, drop, and roll won't help you, buddy.
No, I don't plan to run events in general, chat. That's literally what we were just talking about. There isn't an interest in people watching tournaments. Player counts are irrelevant for me, chat. I don't make any. I never made any money off of people signing up to play in the tournaments. 100% of the entry fees we collected for Hoots tournaments went to Cool Stuff Inc. to fund the prize pool. Cool Stuff Inc. took in all the entry fees. There's like a nominal amount of people that like subscribe to the channel for the first time to play in the tournaments, but since not doing opens, my subscriber count hasn't really changed, so there obviously weren't that many meaningful in that department either. It's all right about the same. Trust me, chat, when I tell you that I've spent more time looking at metrics surrounding these things than you have. They haven't made mana with Chandra yet. So their last card's like another Bone Crusher Giant.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
We open on this, right? Omnath. Give this the Cheeto fingers. Oh, I guess I couldn't do this before. I was maybe I should do this for him, but I actually couldn't. So let's send it this Omnath here. Take out their Chandra. Play Tangled Florahedron.
I am out of here.
What's going on, Devil? Thanks for the 2 years. Welcome back. Oh, do they have just a regular shock? They have a Flameless. Okay, I was playing around Stomp there. They had Flameless Bolt. That's fine though, right? That's extra fine. So we'll go Zendikar's Roil. And then we'll go Forest. And then we'll go Escape to the Wilds. And then we'll play another land here, which will give us some of those. And then I could Omnath for 5 here. I don't know if that's good enough. I think we just Risen Reef and hope to spike a land or two, right? What's going on, Elwins? Thank you for the 51 months. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. Man, Zendikar's Roil has actually been, like, really good in a bunch of these games, huh? It's like, what if we just, like, kind of popped off a little bit every time? It's like, yes, please. Kumi, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. We, like, escape to the wilds into another escape to the wilds. It's funny because we actually memed a little bit with, at one point, Field of the Dead plus an enchantment that turned the zombies into elementals. But with Zendikar's Roil, it just kind of does it all at once, right? I mean, I don't know about good, but our deck seems functional. Our game plan is, like, coming together and does something kind of proactive. We're definitely going big. Definitely can count this build around submission a success. Feels like we've accomplished our goal. Okay, Tangled Florahedron is a green source. I don't have a white source in this hand, though. I cast Leafkin and Abrade. Might keep this. It puts the fun in functional. Great way to put it. Nice, there's the white source. I'm leading on Leafkin here. What problem do I have that Genesis Ultimatum solves? What purpose is it serving in my deck? Can you explain? Why is that a card that I'm interested in playing? Help me understand, rather than me telling you that your suggestion is bad. Fine, I didn't want to cast that spell anyways, opponent. So, I played the Abrade in response to that Thoughtseize, because if my opponent has a follow-up Thoughtseize, I would lose both spells there. To answer your why not ultimatum card with a more direct point, all of the 40% win rate Omnath decks that are on Untapped are playing the ultimatum. So I would wager that 7 mana card that doesn't win the game on the spot is probably slow and bad in this format. Nice! It's a great draw. Kill the Blood Tithe Harvester here, and then next turn we can Risen Reef into Kaheera. No blocks. 10.
What? My hair is on fire? I know. It's playtime!
We really need an Omnath, chat. Get to gain some life. We will lose a lot of games with Elder Deep Fiend when it's legal, but I also think that's a card that's not going to be legal for a pretty long time. Because it's one that's kind of a weird design perspective, and there's not a high demand in terms of it being playable in Pioneer currently. So I'm not exactly holding my breath on that being an inclusion. Well, there's my Omnaths. What's going on, Hedon? Thanks for sticking around for 2 years. Welcome back. I appreciate it. Oh, I almost said I'm not dead on board, but I actually am, right? Because of the Den of the Bugbear. Chandra deals too. Post game. Need an Omnath. 1 card sooner. Don't you ever make me watch a Subway ad again. Thanks to the Prime Android. I would think as a proud sandwich artist alumni, you would want to watch plenty of Subway ads. What's going on, Jerry? Thanks for the 4 years. Welcome back. What's going on, Tank? Thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back. Well, I think we were just jamming Omnath here regardless, but follow-up Omnath as a draw definitely reinforces that as the decision to make. No blocks here. Don't want to lose Omnath to a shock if I can avoid it. That's a land with Zendikar Roil in hand. Just chill. Definitely on the no blocks plan. I think this is probably a spell. They get the new Decidueye. I don't know that I'm gonna buy the Decidueye Hollowware. I think I'm just waiting for my gems to build up from their season pass. I don't think I'm gonna put any money into Unite other than that pass at this point. I don't have enough built up yet to pick that up. I almost bought the Dragonite Hollowware, and then I got rewarded for waiting because they announced that Dragonite's gonna be the next Battle Pass Hollowware, so I feel like I should just wait. We have numbers for the A patch. We have some of the numbers. Exclamation point patch in chat. I'll get a patch review for you.
Let's start at a sizzle and see if you make it to the Inferno.
I don't think I want to down tick Chandra here. Because if I down tick her, the hive just kills her right away. They don't have all the details on the Lucario changes specifically. Art is noteworthy. No, WotC just tells me what day the reveal has to be. They don't tell me what time.
Ooh, exploded.
We're gonna do it in between the two decks. So I'm playing this one for about an hour. We're gonna do another half hour, 45 minutes, and then we'll do a card reveal. And then we'll play another deck. So we're waiting for an Escape to the Wilds, an Omnath, just some amount of card advantage here. Our lands at least make 2/2s though, although it's worth noting our opponent has a Meat Hook and a bunch of cards in hand at the moment.
be easy. Let's get toasty.
I think I'm just supposed to kill their Chandra here.
Let's make this quick. I've got other things to burn. Utterly, I don't need the best way to destroy things.
Is Snorlax still as important as it used to be? No, Snorlax hasn't been. It has been a while. Snorlax has not been a top tier defender in a long time. If anything, I think they need to buff that character back to where it used to be. And sees basically no competitive play. They have a removal spell here to blow out my double block. It's kind of bad for us. Not. Alright, 4 Escape the Wilds and 42 cards. Nailed it. I probably don't want to tap my only white source, huh? Are they buried, chat? If they don't have another meat hook, they're probably buried, right? Oh, you know what? I should have played a Fabled Passage there so I could threaten another elemental at instant speed. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm gonna pull a Chandra out on the draw, I think. So my curve be slightly lower. I'm not sure on the opponent's one. Oh, it does too. Yeah. If I had played a second Fabled Passage there, we could have gained 4 on their turn as well. So definitely should have played Passage there. You know what? This is wrong. I should have played the Tangled Florahedron. I was thinking I want to be able to Abrade on 2, but they could Thought Seize my green land now, which is bad. Yes, silly cheese. The trigger tracking is per instance of Omnath. So if you play second Omnath, you can re-trigger all the things again. Thanks for the 51 months, Fizzy Dragon. Good morning, good morning. What are we discarding to this? Oh my god, it flipped over. God bless America. Oh, I'm big stupid shit. I was thinking about what I wanted to discard, and then it transformed. It was like, oh, oops. Oopsie poopsie. Alright, we're probably dead to that mistake. I assume they have a removal spell of some sort here. So Stuff happens. This matchup actually seems pretty decent. They need explicitly a very aggressive draw, and if I had interacted with them there, we would have been able to stabilize reasonably, I think. Oh, shit. I love the when the wolves are self-aware, it's so funny. A crypto bro decided to show up in my mentions and let me know that they didn't think buying and selling cryptocurrency was a grift. So then they responded with, I think they thought they had me, chat. They said, is buying and selling magic cards a grift then? It's like, yes, if you're buying and selling magic cards purely for the purpose of speculation, you're looking to grift people. That is in fact what you are doing with game pieces if you are looking to do that. They thought they had me, chat. Little did they know. Yes. There's a reason, and that's the reason why there's so much overlap between old school magic finance people and crypto bros. Because they've been grifting people through similar means for a very long time. I want a Steam Vents here, or do I want a Tangled Florahedron? I kind of need the colors of mana from the Steam Vents, right? I need to try and Omnath this turn. But if they have a piece of spot removal, we're gonna have a bad time. Definitely feels like they have a piece of spot removal. Okay. Oh, do they have, is this a Wandering Emperor turn? Feels like a Wandering Emperor turn.
I hope you're ready to move. Let your blade do the talking. I have got new moves to teach you.
We're gaining 5 with this one. We'll take the hit from the rest. No, I think I want Omnath in play, because I don't have a Fabled Passage, right? So, like, I need Omnath in play to start here, so that way I can get multiple triggers with him. Okay, so I have 6 mana total here. So I can Omnath into double Abrade. I can double Abrade Leafkin Druid if I wanted. I don't know that I need to do that though, right? This might just be like a Risen Reef Leafkin Druid turn, or maybe a Risen Reef single Abrade on the 3/3. Yeah, I think it's Risen Reef 2, the Electric Boogaloo for sure. Because if Risen Reef hits a land, we kill their Chandra, or we kill their Emperor. It's actually never lucky. I think I need to hold Omnath back as a chump blocker here. With the other one in exile waiting to be cast.
Strike fast and strike hard.
I'm gonna keep both these Reefs, because if we keep the Risen Reefs, we have a good chance to pop off with this next turn. Twisted, thank you for the 5 sub-gifties, and thanks for the Prime. Happy Memorial Day. I'm glad we have another Abrade in hand to get started. Okay, we really need to hit a land off of these triggers. Sick. Sick.
Still have much to learn.
All right, chat. Here we go. Bippity pop, the fun don't stop. We do have to worry about decking ourselves a little bit here, no joke. Mid-range, it's what's for dinner, chat. No, we don't. That's fair. That's fair. I think I want Fries here against their Aspirant Emperor deck. They have Archon of Amarion too. We don't need to worry about it if they concede. Big true. Big true. That's true. That concession does mean they didn't have any meat hooks in the main. It's a good thing to point out. What's going on, Night Angel? Thanks for the follow. Good morning. Thanks everybody for hanging out. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jeff Oakland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. We do Magic the Gathering, Marvel Snap, Pokemon Unite, and a variety of other games. Usually play 2 or 3 Magic decks each day throughout the course of the stream. Play mostly constructed in terms of Magic here. Explorer and Standard currently. Looking forward to dipping back into some Alchemy when their new card drop happens on Thursday. We'll have an Alchemy spoiler after we finish this deck. I assume that I get spoilers for Alchemy sets because they couldn't find enough people that liked Alchemy. Thanks for the 44 months, PDP. I don't get them for regular sets. Gosh, Omnath, Fabled Passage is stupid shit. Am I actually not playing... Am I actually not playing Escape to the Wilds here? It's tough. I guess I don't have any land drops, but I'm gonna have land drops off of Yasharn. Are we supposed to escape, or am I supposed to just like Yasharn Leafkin here? Because Yasharn and Leafkin both draw cards because of Risen Reef. I think I'm supposed to Yasharn Leafkin. I am easily the largest proponent of Magic's alchemy format you will find on the internet. That is definitely true. However, I am the biggest proponent of paper alchemy, lol.
I am the Emperor Kamigawa.
I think I'm fine with this exchange, right?
This fight.
Lucky. All right, sometimes lucky. All right, Zendikar's Roil has been far better than it has any right to be during this set. It's just been super funny with Risen Reef again and again and again. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I don't know that I'm supposed to play more than 2 of them. Because, like, it's pretty bad when you don't have Risen Reef going. And, like, we have enough cards that draw cards that we, like, find the 2 of relatively consistently, right? So I don't know that I even want a 3rd copy of it. But, like, the 2 copies have been great when they've been good. Yeah, like, we've popped off with the Roil a few times during this set. Finding a shell that could make a 5-mana uncommon enchantment playable is really sweet. Yeah, and that's the thing that, like, I feel like Magic's non-rotating formats have really lost in this era of Modern Horizon sets, is Magic's non-rotating formats used to be all about, like, what this deck is doing, which is finding this sweet old card like Zendikar's Roil that wasn't even standard playable and being like, oh, this card could see play for the first time because of the combinations of things in this non-rotating format. That's what these formats are really about. Maybe I'm supposed to save this, that they're Mardu. They could be Greasefang, huh? Yes, we have two different Omnaths here. A Teamer Omnath, 4-color Omnath. Thanks for 11 months, John. Welcome back. Tweet. Alright, yeah, there's a Fabled Passage on top of our deck. I can feel it. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? That is an incredible draw, because it not only gets rid of the Kroxa, but now if they are a Parahili on deck, it insulates us from that. We're like in a solidly favorable position now with the Lantern draw, right? This is such a good main deck card. There's a very real chance that like 2 to 4 of this should just be in every main deck in the format. Just like shove Greasefang in a box. Okay. Just try and put a bunch of lands into play here. And we'll play this as a land next turn. 6, 7. Ooh, with this and this will actually draw 2 cards with Omnath, Locus of the Roil next turn. This is land number 8. Alright, so Flame Blast Bolts and Lanterns in. I don't know that I'm bringing in Fry until I confirm that they're the Greasefang deck. This is like a Royals and Chandra out matchup. Leave the Royals in. We just trim some of the accelerations, just be more interactive at the bottom. Yeah, third Yasharn to turn off their blood and make their Rites of Oblivion not work sounds good. That's right. Let's start here. It's fine. Not good, but fine. They're also at Thoughtseize decks, so like, mulliganing too aggressively isn't particularly exciting. I think they'll probably kill this if I play it, so I'm just gonna put this into play tapped as a land. Yeah, completely agree with that assessment. If the Grease Fang deck at least ends the game quickly, you know when it's over early. The Cat Oven deck, if you're min-maxing, you feel obligated to stay in. Because they don't concede any time. I might be wrong to play this out, because if they remove the blocker, they could just attack me to death. Letting to trade here is a huge win. This is definitely what I want. Really want to draw a land next turn so we can Omnath, kill this, and then make Omnath the 4/4 with the land drop. Still missing white mana, unfortunately, at the moment. This alleviates most of the pressure they have in play, though, so it's still a win for us. I'm casting a 1/1 and passing here. Yeah, I have a Braid if they hard cast a Parahelion though. Braid technically kills it too. Also doesn't have haste when they hard cast it. White source? I think I want to Abrade Greasefang this turn. I'll hold off on the Omnath till next turn. They kept both of their cards. Oh, I guess this Abrade is bad, because now if they cast Parahelion, I can't kill it anymore. That's probably what's about to happen. Oh, yeah, I'm just supposed to play Omnath there because of this possibility. Yeah, I think I messed up, and I'm supposed to cast Omnath there because of the potential for hard casting this. Never banished. That's a pretty good draw. I have one more forest in my deck. Is their last card another removal spell, or do we get to kill the reflection? Grease Fangs and Can't Stay Aways are lethal at this point, which is scary. We have some redraws here as well. Obviously, Reflection of the Kiki-Jiki is no slouch. It's our best draw at this point, like Risen Reef into land. Oh, I guess we have 4 Escape the Wilds in our deck we still haven't drawn. We're gonna pull the spoiler up after this match is done. So after this game. Oh, Yasharn does stop the blood tokens. Good call. Right about that. Stops the treasure tokens, too. Alright, just waiting on a payoff. Just start getting in here, I think. Okay, sweet. Can kind of pour one out for Yasharn being MVP there, stopping their blood tokens from working. You know, I'm gonna be honest, Jet. I had super low expectations going into this, and ultimately this ended up working out pretty well. Abrade and Soul Guide Lantern are just such good, cheap interaction in this format right now, and Escape to the Wilds is such powerful card advantage, and Zendikar's Roil plus Risen Reef was just like really impressive in every mid-range matchup it showed up in, and with Escape to the Wilds and things like Omnath drawing us extra cards, we found our couple copies of this pretty consistently. I don't think I would play more than 2 copies of this, because it's definitely clunky in multiples, and you don't want to see it too early, but the 2 copies that we had definitely felt like they were super worth their slots in terms of how they allowed us to go over the top of mid-range decks, and this format is kind of mid-rangey right now. This format definitely feels like, as far as best of 3 goes, it's kind of like combo decks versus mid-range, which isn't terrible. It makes an okay format to brew in, I think.